Hey y'all, welcome to Art of the Budget. My name's Nicole, my pronouns are she and her, and I live in the Pacific Northwest on what is the traditional territory of the Coast Salish nations. I'm here with a budget check-in for the fourth week of August. Let's go ahead and get into these transactions. First of all, I am going to scroll on down to the kind of daily living gas section. First of all, I've got a $10 charge. I actually got a little bit of a little bit of cash yesterday because I was going somewhere with some friends and I wanted to kick in for gas money. And while we were at it, we got coffee at a coffee shop that my friend owns. And the last few times I went, I didn't have any cash. And I wasn't asked to pay for coffee, but I didn't have any cash to leave a tip. So I did pay for my coffee today, and then I also just left the rest of a 10 as a tip because, just to make up for those other times. So $10 is going to go into my restaurant category, which is a little bit over already. I think that's pretty regular. You may have noticed, someone asked me about this in the comments, I don't really change my grocery and my restaurant budget because I think I'll go over no matter how much I set it as. So I just keep it at what I feel like is reasonable. Like I know I can stay below, but I just try not to go over very much. I don't do that with other categories. Most other categories I've kind of settled on a number that really works. But with restaurants and groceries, it's just sort of flexible category. Your girl's a little bougie with the food. So, that's just what has worked for me. Let me know down below if you've got a suggestion, if you kind of tend to go over your food budget, if you've got any tips or tricks that have worked for you. Okay, so I went to the Dollar Tree and I got a few things for making freezer meals. I actually got some aluminum foil and a few kind of food things that were really affordable there. And that was $6.19. So I'm going to put that into groceries. I also stopped at Fred Meyer and I got some stuff for the week and also several things that will go towards my freezer meal budget, which I will mostly have in September. And so that was $32.67. So I'm a little over. That's okay. I don't foresee needing anything else for the rest of the month. And so we'll start fresh in September, where I've got a little bit of a budget set aside for these freezer meals that I'm going to be creating for October, November, and beginning of December. I'll talk more about that in another video. Okay, so gas, like I said, I gave my friend $10. She drove the group of us to a ceramics event in another city, and so I gave her $10. She has a hybrid car, and so she often elects to drive, which is really generous of her, so I just wanted to kick in a little bit. So $10 into gas, and I actually got gas, so it was $33.12. So I think we're doing okay. I had a couple of parking charges. I went downtown for a meeting, and that was 85 cents. And then, because I had to I had to park downtown, so that was 85 cents. And then $3.09. Oh yeah, I went to the university in town, and I will talk about that a little bit in another meeting. Schmoops. Okay, and so that was $3.09. Okay, so I think we're doing okay there still. I did go to Value Village, and I got some clothes, which you guys might remember. I set aside some money back in March or April from my tax return for clothes. I spent $28.40. I actually got some, I don't know if they're exactly my style anymore, but actually something that I've been searching for a long time at the thrift store. Some really nice, they're not super nice. They're like that, I think it's BOC brand, brand new boots. They're kind of tall boots and they have flat bottoms. So they're kind of casual and a little bit more masculine. That's a little bit more my style. I always wear work boots. I wear blunt stones. And so I don't know if these a little bit more stylish boots will really work with my style anymore, but they're like one of those things I've been chasing for a long time. And so I was excited to find them. They were my size, like they fit perfectly, and they were brand new. So it was pretty cool. And I also got a shirt while I was there, a really soft black and gray striped shirt. So I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I own a lot of black and gray striped shirts, or like black and silver or black and white. I really like striped shirts. So anyway, got those. And that was $28.40. Okay, so a couple more things. I'm gonna scroll on back up. I did get some snacks over the last week or so. I spent $2.70, and this is at work during these long 10-hour days. Yeah, it's kind of a bad habit probably. And then $3.98 on snacks. And last but not least, I got my second paycheck of the month, and that was $1,544.16. So that's exciting. It looks like I've got $88 extra to play with this month. I'm hoping that will cover some of the overages that I had. And if you see here, I've got one transaction, and that's in September. I'll talk more about that in September, how exactly I'm flexing out, or like how exactly I'm handling this freezer meal situation. But for now, I'm not going to worry about that. I feel like that doesn't make sense, but that's okay. Anyway, let me know down below how you're doing, how you're ending your August. And please do let me know if you've got any tips or tricks that have helped you sort of figure out your grocery budget. And let me know what you think about my system of just setting what feels like a reasonable number and just trying not to go over too much. All right, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your month, and I will see you again for another video. Thank you.